Okay, so we're doing this video here. You know what? I'm actually impressed with this Red Sox team right now. We're gonna do this today.
We did it. We did it!
Yes, this is real life. You're actually seeing what you're seeing right now. Me back in a Red Sox cap for the video. Man, it's a little... I'm gonna have to clean this off because it's been a good 4 years since I wore this hat. Today, I'm proud to wear this hat. Today we are reacting to Alex Bregman's introductory press conference to the Boston Red Sox. Big move. I can safely say it wasn't the offseason that I wanted them to have. Obviously, I had bigger aspirations. But you know what? I can't sit here this morning and say that this Red Sox team didn't keep their promise. They did. They went out. They got an ace in Garrett Crochet. Wasn't the way that I wanted them to do it. I knew Crochet was going to be a trade that they were going to do, so that's why I was like, okay, you're going to get Crochet and you're going to get Corbin Burns, right? No, that didn't end up happening. They ended up getting Walker Buehler, and I'm just like, that's a risky move. I still think Walker Buehler is a risky move. But they got their ace, and they went out and they got one of the bigger free agents out there this offseason in Alex Bregman. I would have liked for them to do more. But in terms of taking a step forward, at least, I'll take what I got. So, we're going to react to this video today. I'm not going to really slander the Red Sox too much today. If they say something that I think is, I shouldn't say outrageous, but like I disagree with, I will say I disagree with that take. But you guys know how my negative Red Sox videos have been for the last 3 years. I've made a ton of negative videos in the Red Sox over the last 3 years. This is not going to be a negative Red Sox video. For the second straight time on this channel, this is not going to be a negative Red Sox video. I get the whole entire cheating scandal with the Astros and everything else. But let's put it like this. Bregman was one of the few people on that Houston Astros team that was not really vocal about the cheating. It was more Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve's thing that was going on. I truly believe Bregman was not like one of the key factors in that cheating scandal. I've always loved Bregman. I've been a fan of Bregman for a while. If you guys watch Section 10 with Jared Carabas, you guys remember the wiffle balls showdown that they had together? That was entertaining to watch. Like, it goes back to that far as to where I was an Alex Bregman fan. I love the pickup. I hope he's here for the next 3 years. $40 million a year is going to be really hard for him to be like, all right, I'm going to opt out of this contract. I would love to see them put him over at third base, not second base. There's been reports coming out that he's going to be playing second base. I don't like that. I'd rather have Devers at DH and move Bregman over to third base, because last year he won a Gold Glove. Why would you move him away from the position that he's best at to a position that he's never played in the big leagues? That's just my take on that. Bring up Christian Campbell. Have him learn from Alex Bregman, who is a Gold Glove caliber infielder, and he is an all-star caliber player. Again, he's guaranteeing you at minimum 25 home runs a year. Last year, the on-base percentage wasn't up as much. I think he's going to flourish over at Fenway Park, because he has ridiculous numbers over at Fenway. If this is I will say this right now, all right? I will say this right now for this Red Sox team. If this is a one-year move for the Red Sox, that's a bad move. If this is a one-year move for this team, then I then we're back to square one, right? We're back to square one. Because then it's a low-risk, high-reward move. Again, you get what I'm saying. But for right now, as it stands, it's a good move. Because right now, I think he'll stay here for the 3 years. So we're going to react to this video here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed these videos. Subscribe if you guys are new. You guys know what to do. Go check out the website. The link is in the description down below. Without further ado, stop straight in the video. Wow, we haven't had one of these in a while.
Yesterday, Boston Red Sox announced the signing of infielder Alex Bregman. Alex is here today to take your questions, along with Red Sox President and CEO Sam Kennedy, Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow, Manager Alex Porter, and Agent Scott Boris. Welcome, everyone. Before we get to your questions, I'd like to turn it over to Sam Kennedy for opening remarks.
Thanks, Abby. Appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to spring training. It's a great day for the Boston Red Sox. Good to see everybody. My job is simple. I just want to extend a few thanks to everyone who helped make this happen. Of course, Red Sox ownership, John Henry and Tom Werner and Mike Gordon, every step of the way who helped us get to this place. I want to thank our baseball ops group who did a terrific job. I want to thank Ron Bumgarner and True.
And listen, shout out to Kennedy, man. I just want to say that real quick. If he's smoking a cigar like John Henry did and he's smoking that Jesse pack, then I don't blame him. Because I gave him so much heat this offseason. Oh my god. From the end of the year press conference to Winter Weekend, which I don't even know if I reacted to the interviews from that. But if you were on live stream, you guys saw that I did react to a few interviews that he did at Fenway Fest, sorry. All offseason long, I was giving this front office heat. Basically saying, yep, guys, I told you so. They're not serious. What are you guys talking about? They're not gonna do anything major this offseason, and guess what? I view the trade for Garrett Crochet as somebody like, hey, that's the cheapest way you could possibly do it because it's a trade. And he's still on arbitration, so he's only going to cost him like around $3 million, something like that. So it's not much that they're costing them, really. So I kind of gave them heat for that. Because, like, yeah, we all saw that one coming. Because, like, he's a cheap option who is a Cy Young caliber player. Like, okay, what do you do after that? Do you extend him? Do you let him go? Do you not pay him? What do you do? It's really after that is what I'm going to look at for the Garrett Crochet trade. But for this one here, I can't hate. I can't hate. They actually dished out the money and got their guy. 3 years, $120 million, $40 million a year. Yeah, some of the money is deferred, but I can't hate on this today. I can't. They actually went out and spent money on a guy. Now, I would have loved to have them have done more this past offseason. Like, if they did this with Corbin Burns or Max Fried or something like that, beautiful. Let's fucking run it. Could they be in the playoffs this year? Yes, I can see them being in the playoffs this year. Are they a World Series championship contender? No. They could have took that leap where, like, they got into the discussion at least. But for right now, they're in the playoff contention, so I'll take that for a step forward at least.
Parkinson for advocating for this deal every step of the way. And I want to thank AC and the guys in uniform for pulling it together. Thanks to Scott, his team, Mike, and Tyler, who are here. We first met 3 months ago yesterday in Newport. It's been a lot of time with the Boris Corporation this offseason, and it really led to an unbelievable result, so we're very grateful. Most importantly, I want to thank Alex and Reagan Bregman for making this happen. Alex had a lot of options and had a very difficult decision to make, but in the end, he chose Boston. And
yeah,
that's
he
a huge
did.
compliment
And let's talk about that for a
organization.
quick second.
And we're really
I'm going to try and not pause it as much because you can see 26-minute video. Again, he chose to come here. He had a 6-year offer at over 170 million to go somewhere else, and he chose you. That's a huge step forward. That one of the bigger marquee free agents. I shouldn't say marquee, but like you get it. He's a star. He was a star free agent out there. Chose to go to you over the money. That's commitment. Now where did this organization go from here? I don't know. Where do they go next offseason? Who the heck knows? But it's a good day to be a Sox fan. It is. And, like, I don't want to say I'm taking credit for this. But, hey, the fans chirping about this front office all these years and getting pissed. And even for me, going as far as not going to Fenway as often because I can't stand what they're doing. Or what they were doing, I should say. Where I said enough's enough. This offseason, they decided, all right, you know what? We're done with the heat. We're done with what we've been getting from the fans. Maybe it's time to be serious. Maybe they're right. Maybe it's time to be serious about this. I'm just saying. Maybe the heat got to them. And if that's the case, then I will take a little bit of credit for that. I was happy when I saw the news about Bregman. I was. Because part of me felt like, hey, the negative videos and talking about the front office and everything else and what they're doing might have paid off a little bit. Now, they get a pat on the back for now. But listen, they're not World Series championship contenders. And that's the end goal, obviously, with this team. So, I'll take the playoff contender leap for now. Just being in the playoffs. I'll take that for now. Let's see what they do next season. If they make the playoffs this year, and they're somewhat competitive in the playoffs, let's see what they do in the offseason next year. Because that's when it'll really determine how the Red Sox are going forward and how back they really are.
Really proud of that. So, Alex, thank you so much for making it happen. And, Brez, I'll turn it over to you.
Thanks, Sam. Good morning. We couldn't be more excited to welcome Alex and Reagan and Knox and the soon-to-be youngest member of Red Sox Nation to Boston. Mike, Sam, for
That's how I'm taking
for
it.
recognizing this as a unique opportunity and not just authorizing our group, but encouraging our group to be bold and decisive and aggressive in this pursuit. I want to thank Scott and the rest of the folks at the Boris Corporation for proving to be a partner throughout. We entered the off-season with a pretty clearly defined punch list of things that we were hoping to achieve. We talked about adding to the top of our rotation. We talked about rebuilding our bullpen, improving our infield defense, and adding a right-handed bat to balance out our lineup. And as the offseason progressed, it just became clearer and clearer that Alex was the perfect fit for what we were trying to accomplish. And
I mean, it was...
in Alex, we're getting an elite defensive infielder. We're getting an offensive profile that fits our park almost perfectly. And perhaps most importantly, we're getting a champion, a winner, a leader, someone who will serve as a mentor to our emerging young group, and someone who will have a lasting impact on this organization. And finally, I think it's important to recognize and appreciate that free agency is the first time that a player has a chance to choose where he wants to play and where he wants to call home. And so it's not lost on us that amongst a sea of suitors, Alex and Reagan and Knox, to the extent he was involved in the decision, chose Boston. And so for that, we want to.
Oh, that's right.
to
They
thank
did have
you
a
for
kid
trusting
because
us
on
with
Section
the next
10,
chapter in your career.
Bregman
And
FaceTimed
with that, I'll kick
Carabas
it over to
with
to
his
you,
kid
Alex.
wearing a Red Sox hat.
Good morning, everybody. It's good to be here. I've been fortunate enough to be in the playoffs the first 8 years of my career, and I plan on continuing to do that here. I'm a winning player. This is a winning organization. Those players are winning players. We have winning coaches here, and I plan on winning here. After talking with some of the guys over the last 2 days, I can see that there's something special here. Franchise players, veteran players, young players, all ready to get after it. I'd like to thank Mr. Henry, Mr. Gordon, Mr. Warner, Sam, Brez, AC for their time and vision throughout this process. I'd like to thank Scott for his guidance, and my wife's gonna love Boston as well. She was super involved in the process, and she is looking forward to starting her first semester at Harvard Executive Business School this year as well.
Hey, nice. It's a good school to go to. That's all I'm saying.
Ask for a brief photo opportunity. Alex, we have a hat and jersey to present for you.
Oh, they're doing this now? Oh, I better get ready for this. For the thumbnail. For the thumbnail.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
You
serious
better,
right
bro.
now?
You gotta be better.
People are curious. Come on now, man. This is crazy.
You gotta be better than that. You gotta be better, bro. I'm sorry.
God.
I like you, but you gotta be better.
Get your stupid, goofy ass out the way. Get out the way. Oh, he's wearing number 2. Sorry, I'm not gonna try and get down in this video. If you know, you know, though. Yeah. Get your goofy. He tossed the hat away.
That's a first.
Yeah, way to ruin my thumbnail, guys. Good job, guys. Good job. Way to ruin my thumbnail. Got you. What is wrong? What is wrong with these camera people? Like, take the picture where you guys are. Like, what are we doing? They'll stand there for you and look at you. Why do you have to go right in the middle of the live stream camera? The Red Sox camera. Why? There might be another one that I can go find, but way to ruin my thumbnail. That might be one I can get. Hold on. Alright, I got something at least. Fucking dumb fuck. Sorry for the cursing, but like I hate when they do that.
And now we can open it up for questions.
Well, I think I said it a little bit earlier. It's just I feel like I have a great opportunity to win here. Obviously, playing at Fenway is awesome. Playing for a city that not only loves winning but expects to win, and I like playing in those kind of pressure-packed environments, and I feel like got that here in Boston.
We've talked a lot about what position you might play. I know, obviously third base has been your spot when the Bulls up there last year. Where do you feel like you fit best, and how do you feel like you can help the team defensively, whether it's second, third, or wherever?
I just want to play wherever helps the team win. I'll leave that decision to AC, and I'll just do whatever he tells me to do and try and be there every single day and work hard and be
Love that
ready to
answer,
win.
by the way.
Alex, yesterday, Trevor Story talked about he tried to help recruit you, and I'm sure many others have. Is there anybody else that sticks out that talked to you about coming to Boston, whether former players, present players, and what they might say. I see a smile. So.
Yeah, my favorite player, Dustin Pedroia, did.
Oh, really?
He reached out a few times this offseason and talked to me about how special it was.
Shout out Petey.
To be a part of the Boston Red Sox, and it was pretty cool to talk to him as well as so many other former players here in Boston and current players on the team as well. It was great.
I mean, Bregman does have the size of like Petey, but with more power though, like his game at least. More power hitting, but his defensive game is very similar.
I was talking to Brez last night, and I think he told me he had 77 appearances for the season 1 year. Is that
right.
Pretty remarkable. Well, I think he led in GM phone calls to me. It might have been 14 or 15 of them. Persistent discussions, talked. John, Tom, all actively involved calls. Tom at 3:30 in the morning from England. So I think they had their eyes on AB as far as kind of the perfect fit for baseball people. And when you do this over time, you always look at success points, and having a 1200 OPS in Fenway was a very strong driving point for me.
Which that's
as far as
crazy. Now he's going to be playing there for 81 games in a season, maybe the playoffs.
future Alex could have here.
Wow.
Obviously, there's a lot made about
Shit.
Would the long-term deal be best or would the short-term deal be best? Why does this structure make sense for you two at this stage?
Well, I think I just believe in my abilities.
Well, certainly I told John and Tom I wanted a 10-year contract. So, but always in these settings, there's a dynamic that is sometimes fluid. But I think the main thing is that this agreement allows for everyone to really get to know one another. And a lot of things are off the paper what Alex does for a team, and many of his teammates that I represent in Houston and such, they really acknowledge how important he was at key moments to their winning efforts and what they do. And so I hope that this organization and the favor of all his teammates, they grow to understand that.
Alex, Cora has talked a lot about just his relationship with you and how much he just appreciates your leadership and just how he's got to know you over the years. Can you describe how your relationship with him and just how that has developed over the years and changed maybe in a lot of ways?
Yeah, I feel like AC loves baseball as much as I do. He wakes up every single day and wants to win. He is a hard worker, a competitor, just a baseball guy, and so am I, and I think that's why we get along.
Alex, your family has a long relationship kind of with the Red Sox, going back to your grandfather and Ted Williams and everything. Did you ever think at some point, I'm probably going to play for them, I'll end up playing for them?
Well, when I got drafted out of high school by the Red Sox.
Okay, guys. Take a phone call real quick. Where were we?
Well, when I got drafted out of high school by the Red Sox, there might be a chance, but my dad grew up sitting on Ted Williams'
Was he the ninth
lap,
overall
so,
pick with the Red Sox?
Honestly, I hadn't really thought about it in the last little while, but now that you brought it up, it's really cool.
And how difficult was it for you at the end to leave an organization that you had been with your entire career?
Oh, definitely difficult. I have so much respect for the organization, top to bottom, all the players. Yeah.
Craig or Alex, I know that Alex will play wherever. Do you guys have any plans in the next week or so to sort of lock him in on the position there?
Third!
I can jump in and say that the most important thing was getting Alex into a Red Sox uniform as an elite defender. And the conversations about where he'll play are ongoing, and when the time is right, we'll make that determination. But I think AC and we have an obligation to the team.
Put him at third, put
to
Christian
the
Campbell as
organization, and
second.
most importantly, to our fans, to put the best offensive and defensive team on the field that we possibly can.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, put Christian Campbell at short and get Story the hell out of here.
Playing in that atmosphere as a home player, what do you think that's going to be like and kind of the experience, that you come back?
I think it's going to be awesome. I think the craziest moment at Fenway was when Devers hit it inside the Parker in 2017 against us in the playoffs, and I felt like...
I mean, I was at that game too. Damn, that was a brutal game. Chris Sale. Was it Sale that blew it? I forget who blew it in like the 8th inning. I forget who hit the homer too. It might have been Altuve. That was a brutal game.
Never seen a crowd that crazy in my life.
That was nuts.
Almost like...
But even I was like, it's still writing in the
It's
wall.
awesome. So, yeah, I think every time we go there, there's just an energy. Whether it's a Monday or a Sunday, it's a great atmosphere.
And just like how your swing hits the mark and obviously the wall as well, and you got the best career numbers there among certain metrics in terms of plate appearances, 1260, as Scott was saying, OPS there. How do you? Why is it so? Why is Fenway fit your swing so well, and why do you feel like you can use the monster so well with your approach?
I don't know. Just try and backspin the ball in the air to left field and hit a line drive to right field. So I think the monster kind of helps out with that.
Alex, you mentioned like playing in a pressure-packed environment. Is that something you had to learn, or the first time you were in New York, Philly, and Boston, and those places, you were like, oh, this is what I want?
I think honestly, say it all the time. Like pressure is a privilege, and you kind of up your game in pressure-packed environments. Starting out at LSU, I think as far as college, I feel like that was about as much pressure as you can get in college, and then being able to play in the playoffs for the last 8 years, and playing in Boston and New York and Philly and Houston as well. There's a pressure on you that you put on yourself, and it's a good pressure, and it brings you to the ballpark every day, ready to compete, and locks you in.
Alex, you talked about winning, how important that is to you. You had that run of 7 straight ALCS, 8 straight postseason visits, and you say you were attracted here to continue winning. But this franchise has, as you know, has struggled of late. 1 postseason trip in the last 6 years. What gives you confidence that's going to change?
I think, like I said earlier, I think there's great players, veteran players, young players that are ready to get after and compete. I think there's been from the beginning of this process, ownership has met with us and expressed how they want to win in Boston, and they have showed us how they have a track record of doing it before, and I believe in all those guys in that clubhouse, and after playing against them, I definitely do, and I think everyone here.
He goes, they showed a track record of them doing it before. I'm trying not to comment, but just know where my head's at there.
Skip. No.
You see mentorship, like you mentored Pedroia, you had other guys mentor Pedroia when he was coming up. The importance of having someone like Alex in that clubhouse with these young top prospects, of helping them understand like what it takes and bringing them up. Talk a little bit, if you can, about that dynamic.
I mean, it's important for winning organizations, and in 24 hours, he has impacted the organization already. Just see him walking into the clubhouse, walking into the office, and talk baseball is refreshing, it's great, and one thing he's going to do, he's going to challenge everybody here. I know that. He's going to challenge you. He's going to ask about pitch usage, about swing decisions, about scouting reports, the nutrition side of it. He will do that, not in a bad way. He wants to learn, he wants to be involved, and that's very important. And I think in 24 hours, his teammates, the coaching staff, the front office has seen, what I've been talking about him for a long period of time. This kid gets it. He caught my attention in 2017, and throughout the years, he keeps evolving, he keeps getting better, And the most important thing, you know, he wants to win. That's it. You know, for him, it's his family, it's baseball, and winning. And I'm excited to have him here now.
Alex, you were involved, I think, in 3 playoff series with the Red Sox. What was your memory of the intensity of the atmosphere in Fenway Park when you were playing against the Red Sox in the playoffs?
I feel like it was awesome. The atmosphere was incredible. Living on every pitch. Definitely a tough place to play on the road. Memories.
Yeah,
were
Last Diaz
good 2 years
screwed
and
us in
not so good
2021,
when
but
Benintendi
that's
dove
just
and cut
me,
the ball
though.
and won, yeah.
What did you think when that ball went off your bat?
Thought we won the game, but he had different plans.
Oh, the Benintendi one?
I know
Ooh!
This is no fun for you, but going to the 17 thing, you explained yourself in Houston after the cheating of the Astros in 17. What is your message to Red Sox fans regarding how they should view
Good question, because I had a comment on this.
I just want to come in and work hard every single day. Trying to be a good teammate, play hard, leave it all out in the field, and win.
Did you get roughed up in Boston, booed by the fans when you came there in 2021?
Yeah, but it's all good.
I know what he's talking about, too. I know what video he's talking about.
Alex, when you spend your whole career with one organization, you know everyone, you know the way things go. How do you integrate yourself into a new organization, and what's your approach going to be to that?
I think just get to know everybody. Obviously, the last few days have been crazy, meeting a bunch of new people, but just kind of get to know everyone, see what makes them tick, what makes them go, and try and be a part of winning.
Alex, your name was linked to the Red Sox for a while. Was there ever a point in the process that you didn't think this might happen?
I don't know. I feel like you kind of never know with free agency.
Alex, you know Alex really well.
I was just thinking in my head, we need an update from that fan. The fan that went to, hey, Bregman, can I take a picture with you? He flips the camera at him. I don't want a picture with you, you cheating bum. I need an update from that fan.
For Joya, for Alex, for just guys throughout the organization when you were trying to make the decision of if you wanted to come here or not?
Just like kind of what when our meeting, kind of what their plans were for the future. I think when Scott and I started out and we started talking about where places we may want to go.
Okay, so here's my question. If he's not viewing this place as a long-term thing for him, why would he want to know about their future? I like that answer. I do like that answer. If he had no intentions of being here long-term, right? Like if he hasn't opted out after every year, if he planned on opting out after the first year, why would he ask about the future? You know what I mean?
Winning was the most important, so when they showed their vision on how this organization was going to win now and in the future, that was pretty cool.
Alex, with the structure of the deal, you said you have a lot of confidence in your ability. Does it somehow feel like you're going into another platform here in a sense, and if the fit is good, is the goal to force the Red Sox's hand to have a longer-term marriage? Or?
Yeah, I think we'll see. I feel like I believe in my ability and look forward to proving it.
Now that answer there, that makes me think otherwise, though. That he's still looking for a long-term deal, and maybe he is.
Yeah, from player Craig Breslow when he said the last call.
Sam, you talked about this extreme urgency, all the things that you talked about early in the off season, and there's been a lot of questions about the spending and the aggressiveness. To land somebody like this and this type of deal, does it feel like kind of a mission accomplished that you haven't had in the last few years? Is it a sigh of relief, or what is it like on your end from the ownership level?
We're just really, really excited to have Alex here. He, fits like a glove for our organization, and just really, really pleased that we were able to close the deal and bring him here. And so excited for that. But we haven't done anything yet. It's February. We got we had a lot to accomplish.
Hey, man,
this
you've
year.
done more right now than you have the last 4 years, man. 3-4 years, so.
Like I said yesterday, roster construction. One thing we are excited about it is the offensive profile. And he can actually hit in other ballparks too.
Right.
He's proven.
Right.
But,
This is. I swear, I'm not a Trevor Story hater, but this is not a Trevor Story situation. Even when the Red Sox signed Trevor Story after the 2021 season, when they signed Trevor Story, I said right then and there, bad move. And I didn't like it. I said it right then and there. Colorado, the elevation, the injury prone that he is or whatever, I just never liked it from the get-go. This one, you guys can tell by my tone, I love it. Very different. Very different.
Him hitting a Fenway 81 times plus, right, is going to be exciting. He can play second, he can play short, he can play third, he's going to help us. So I think in the upcoming weeks, we're going to have decisions to make, as far as the roster. Injuries coming to play, competitions coming to play, so we'll make the decision whenever we have to.
With Alex here now, does Campbell still have a chance to be the opening day roster?
I think everybody has a chance to make the opening day roster.
Okay. All right, well, I like the sounds of that.
With this team in the past, have you seen a shift, maybe in talking with them this offseason compared to maybe you have in the last 3, 4, 5 years?
We met in our first free agent meeting. Besides Sam filling the room at a very, very high intensity, but the idea was that there was a bit of a charge, a bit of an onus to really return back to winning. And probably a conversation I had with John where he expressed a sincerity and more of a passion of saying that we're missing something here that should be here, that has been here, something that's been lost, and we have a strong intention to return it. And in that conversation about really, of course, having a long history with AC and knowing how things really have to work inside a Boston-based team, to have someone with a championship platform that can immediately step in and really fill a locker room full of current experiences of championship play. I think it makes the process. It really is a compass that a lot of teams don't have, and what is said is very believable, very real, because you have a player who's never not been in the playoffs in his entire career. So.
Right.
I think there was a recognition by Brez, the staff. This was a difficult process for teams. AB's situation was very much in demand, and I credit them because they had to go through a lot of avenues and trajectories to work out something that fit for both sides. I give Brez a lot of credit because it's difficult to make 14 phone calls to get something done, but I credit him for that.
AC, you said last October that the goal now is for 2025. It wasn't about developing or building a long-term thing, it was about putting it all together. As you are now tomorrow about to have the entire team here, who was the trades, the free agent side? How does it feel that the organization has tried to address all that this offseason?
It feels great, but like Sam said, we got work to do, and that's going to be the message. I think right now, 30 teams are going to scream out loud that they're going to win the World Series. That's a goal. Yeah, of course, that's a goal. But for us to get there,
I don't know if the Miami Marlins are screaming that, but okay.
One of the words I used in the interview we had, right, towards the end of the season, was execution, right? And I truly believe that the front office and ownership had executed. Now it's up to us to keep going, keep getting better, and we want to be in October. We want to play in October, but we have to take the right steps to get there.
And Alex, you've been into the playoffs every year. How much did the talent in this room factor into your decision, knowing where the Red Sox were and where they think they can be?
Oh, big time. Not only the players that are in the clubhouse right now, players that are on the way, but I feel like when I look over there and even from talking to guys in the clubhouse, there's one thing on everyone's mind here, and that's to win and get to the playoffs.
Alex, Jose, out of the whole winter, how much you wanted to come back. How tough is it just to kind of self-recognize that you were kind of leaving and it wouldn't be anything worse?
No, definitely tough. You build great relationships with people in this game, and he's a friend of mine for life, and I've loved every second of being able to suit up with him.
Anything else? Thank you, everyone. That concludes today's presentation. Thank you.
Alrighty, that's gonna do it. It's official. The biggest free agent signing in 4 years. Took them a while to do this. Glad they've brought some energy back into that ballpark. We're getting there, Red Sox. Red Sox Nation, we're getting there. People are asking me on Twitter, people are asking me on here, are you back yet? Like me, they're asking me if I'm back yet. We're getting there. We're getting there. The steps this offseason, it showed me something that I haven't seen in 4 years. Winning moves. And not BSing fans when they say what they say. This time they meant it. I can't sit here and say they didn't keep a promise. I can't sit here with the same energy that I've had for the last 3 to 4 seasons. And listen, those 3-4 seasons that I've been giving them crap and everything else is rightfully so. It was well deserved. I don't take back what I said. I don't take back anything that I mentioned about the front office, the team, and everything. I don't take any of that back. I don't really even take back me wearing the Padres gear. I mean, obviously, for the OG people who know, Bogarts is my guy. That's a personal thing. When he was here in Boston, that's more of a personal level type thing. So obviously, I'm going to root for him. But, man, this felt good. This put a smile on my face seeing this signing. Because this was a step in the right direction for the Red Sox. So that's going to do it for this video here. Leave a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe now if you guys new. You guys know what to do. Go check out the website. Link is in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching this one. It's been your boy Jesse. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys. Keep going.